Hey everybody, this is Graveyard Ghosts. Now we are coming up on something a little different, and I'm talking low because out in front of it we have some deer. I'll try to stand back here, enlarge it. Can you see the deer right there? They're up there at the homestead. That's where we're going. Okay. Now again, forgive me if I don't talk very loud because this is a rare opportunity to get to see some wildlife while we're out here. So I'm going to take you up first to the barn, and then we're going to take a look behind it and see what we can find here. Again, there's one of the deer. He'll probably take off in a minute, but we'll walk on up. He's going back into the woods, it looks like. Now this is the old barn structure here. Usually used to house the horses, and also inside the pens here sometimes were the chickens, and once in a while they would have goats also, or maybe hogs, pigs, and the such. Let's see if I can get inside here so you can see what there is. It's basically inside one of the pens. Here's the little gate that would have kept them contained. And going down the side on one of the walkways. In the foreground, you start to see the cabin structure. Oh, and there's our buddies again. They want to show us where that structure is too. We'll meet you up there, guys, okay? So we'll catch up with them later. They know where they're going. I'm just walking around it. Now back behind us, about where the deer were going, because they were actually starting to walk in the river bank of the creek, there's a structure called the Ferry House, and we'll plan that on another journey into the trail another time. But that was a little stone structure that was built for the man to give himself a little peace and quiet from the wife and other things. So now we're going to go down here up to the cabin structure. I want to show you this little sign over here too for a second. Again, this barn is called the John Messer Barn, built around 1875. You can see it goes all the way up. Has 2 stories. Second story normally would have been used to store things such as food for the horses, like hay and such. Now we're headed down the path to our next structure. This is Little dried up creek here. Now up here you have what almost looks like a smokehouse, where they would salt the meat and hang it through the winter months to cure. In between the wood there, they would have had most likely mud to keep it insulated. Take a quick peek inside. Now we are headed up to the cabin structure. There you can get a view of it. Now this particular cabin structure is called the Smoky Mountain Hiking Club Cabin, built between the years 1934 to 1936. Let's take a look inside. Now there's an old pot. If it had food in it, now that would be something to give these spirits some energy as they would pull the flavor out of it. Now let's head over here. Oh, it has a second story. Here's the ladder that would go up. I'll pass since I'm filming this for you. But up at the top, there's a sign, no more than 6 adults or 10 children, and the children must each be under 125 pounds. So there you can see the roof on the second floor, and I'll bring us back down. Over here we have 2 bunk beds. Primitive. I'd say not original, but they could be. Here's a sign not permitting camping or overnight in the cabin, which I really doubt anyone is doing right now. We have another bunk over here. Let's take a glance outside. Now there we go. Now look through here. It's not very close to the cabin, but that out there, that's the outhouse. Looks big enough to be a 2-holer. And yes, a 2-holer is just exactly that. 2 holes where you can sit to your next to your best buddy and do your chores. So again, if you had to go, I'm guessing most would have stopped by one of these trees or bushes by the time we got to that outhouse. Now let's go up into the other side. Here we have the second room of the cabin. 2 more bunks. Another fireplace. And a table. Blocking, which is another second level with a ladder going up to it. Just some old items on the table. The old fireplace with an original old kettle. Just some sticks in it. Real rough chimney. Looks like a wasp nest or just some weed artifacts that were hung up here. No special meaning. No, that's a wasp's nest or something, because here on the other side it's mudded and attached to the wooden beam. Again, this is the second room, and another sign No sleeping or camping here. Again, there is not a line out the door to do such. So, our dear friends are long gone, so they've already taken a path elsewhere. Now, outside the building here, I want to show you this. Now, that is an old stone wheel, most likely used for grinding corn or another material to make flour, or even to do sugar cane to make sugar. So that is still here. Nice to have old things like that. You can see it's just the woods around here and everything. We'll walk along the side of the building. The window is boarded up. Now over here we have some steps that go up to nowhere. Chances are there were more buildings back in this area back in the day. Many families did live in the Smoky Mountains, so it is possible that there were structures that were moved elsewhere, or else they've fallen down and been torn down. But I hope you enjoyed that visit today. And for myself and our 2 wild deer, take care, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.